What is up, enthusiasts? It is Cedar Flags here, and welcome back to another one of my videos. So, in the past few years, I have come out with multiple Cedar Point speculation videos, and as we know, both in 2023 and in 2024, Cedar Point has invested in major additions. And it's pretty early into the season, so why not do the basic coaster enthusiast thing and speculate for next year? We could see if they add a new record-breaking attraction next year, and maybe even preparation for a coaster in the further future. Let's get right into it. This is Cedar Flags, and today, we're going to be wondering, what is going to Cedar Point in 2025? So when it comes to Cedar Point, as of right now, I really think that there are a lot of options to do. So let's talk about the first of the many additions I could see coming next year. The first one is a water park addition. Now, if you don't know, Cedar Point opened a water park back in the 90s as Soak City, and now it is called Cedar Point Shores. They reopened it up in 2017 and added a lot to the park. And while this water park is great, I think that there could be even more here to prove that this is the water park at the roller coaster capital of the world. I could see a new slide going in the southern tip of the water park, maybe near Hotel Breakers, and I could see one of two things. The first being a brand new raft slide tower. Maybe they can work with an older structure, or they could build a brand new tower, but I would love to see more raft slides at this park. Not because they don't have any, but because they don't have any that feature unique elements such as bowls or funnels. I say if you make a water slide complex, put a bowl slide on it, put a funnel slide on it, and maybe a few normal raft slides. But something I would want to see more than anything else at Cedar Point Shores is a brand new water coaster. Now, I'm not talking about a water coaster that you would find in the dry park, like a Mock or an Intamin. The water coasters I am talking about are the ones that you find at water parks. The ones that have water slide portions with uphill launch sections. I think that Cedar Point would do wonders with this. In fact, I think it would be amazing if they went for the world's tallest. So for the next part of the video, I want to talk about the possibility of Cedar Point getting a flat ride next year. This park has plenty of thrilling flat rides, but for the insane collection of coasters this park has, I would love to see some more flats at Cedar Point. When it comes to what type of flat ride, I think a Mondial flat ride would be a very good fit for the next ride at this park. Specifically, there are two types of rides that I would love to see at Cedar Point. First off being a Top Scan-like ride. Now, if you don't know, Mondial has a new version of their Top Scan that is higher capacity called the Ventura. So, if they were to add this at Cedar Point, I think that would be an amazing fit. It would invert, it would be different every single ride, and I'm sure that it would provide a thrill that not many people that go to Cedar Point yearly can provide. Another one I could see is an Avalanche. Now, this is currently at Canada's Wonderland as Tundra Twister, and it is truly one of the most massive flat rides out there. I still think that this ride at Cedar Point would do very well. So next, I want to talk about midway improvements. Let's say the park doesn't even add a new ride next year. I would still expect to see a bunch of minor changes throughout the park to make the park more spruced up than it was before. Maybe we can see an update to a restaurant or an area that hasn't been updated in a while. And maybe we can see some land clearing for a future project. A part of the park that I think all eyes should be looking at is the Forbidden Frontier area. Now, this area is located on the island in the middle of the park with Millennium Force, and it was a pretty decently sized area. Forbidden Frontier and Snake River Expedition closed, which is their boat ride. So what is going to happen next? I think I could see a lot of land clearing in that area, because riding Millennium Force, there's still a lot in that area that needs to be cleared up or changed. And what could they be clearing land for? Well, I think that they could possibly, in the future, get something brand new in this location. Maybe even add one of the flat rides I said earlier in this area. Add a new restaurant, maybe even add a new midway. But what new coaster could they get? So like I said, I highly doubt a coaster is coming in 2025, but in the years after, I could definitely see one. And if there was one coaster I could see going to Cedar Point, it is a Mock Rides water coaster. I think this would still be the best fit at this park and complement the park very, very well. And it would be a new coaster credit for all of the enthusiasts to enjoy. I could see Mock and Cedar Fair working together to provide an incredible water coaster with some great moments, So if we could see Cedar Point starting to improve for a brand new area or a brand new ride, I would love to see it, but let me know in the comments down below what you think Cedar Point could add next. Anyways, let me know what you thought, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, this is Cedar Flags, and I'll see you all later.